very practical setup things. So this guy Irfan, who follows me on YouTube, very very helpful. Sent me a buttload of questions, and I'm gonna really let's focus on the ones that are like about establishing yourself first, and then see how long that takes us. Um, One was this: is like the phone plan when you came over. I know what I ended up doing. Um, and I actually already talked about it in a YouTube video. What did you guys do with your phone plan when you came over here? Like, who are you guys with? Do you like your phone plan?
Well, when I came here, I beforehand ordered a SIM card and it was gonna last me a month. So I ordered one for the first month, and I think that's really important to do because I think I know a lot of people who had troubles getting set up with a phone plan in the first month. So if you can get a SIM card for that lasts the whole month, that will kind of cover that um, danger zone. um,
No.
but but then I ended up finding this really nice plan that has like 100 gigs of data for like uh, three like 4,000 yen a month. Um,
What plan are you on? What plan is that?
it's like a Docomo. It's like a
Oh,
Docomo.
that's what it's.
Yeah,
You're talking Ahamo probably for about $40. It's on.
uh, yeah, Docomo. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that took a while to get set up. Uh, like I was working with Board of Education to like get that set up for like a month. So like having that SIM card really helped that first month. Um,
That is
so yeah.
that is smart because in my YouTube video, my advice was them to reach out to Sakura Mobile and
Mm,
it like actually comes to the hotel that we do our orientation in, and we'll give you a SIM card. But Sakura Mobile, I think you're stuck with for 3 months minimum, which is what I ended up going with first. And their gigabytes are really small for somebody who uses as much internet as me. So if I could have just like done a month plan, if I had known about that, that would have been
yeah.
way better advice. So
I didn't do mobile. I did another one. Uh, I don't remember what it was, but
okay,
unfortunately, sorry.
and remember, let's figure that, and I'll put it in the comments or a link for it below because that is like a
Yeah,
really common question, and I that would be like that would have been super helpful if I had known that.
I can easily find that.
Okay, cool. What about you, Ryan? What do you guys use?
So I'm with mobile. So for ALTs, especially the ones that are coming to Japan, the two names that are often mentioned is Sakura Mobile and Mobile, Mobal. When we were at the hotel, I believe it was Sakura that was on the top floor, but I've heard it tends to go back and forth between Sakura and Mobile. When I got to my placement here in Okayama, uh, originally my teachers were trying to help me with, getting put on, I think, a Rakuten plan, but the the really antiquated Japanese kind of systems and stuff made it pretty freaking hard to do that. In the end, after a lot of back and forth that day, going between literally Rakuten and the bank, um, we just kicked the bucket that day, and next few days I just decided to go with mobile. I don't remember what my plan is right now, but I definitely have a decent amount of gigabytes, and I even have a pocket Wi-Fi because one school I don't have a computer that they give me, so I need to use my own computer, and that can't connect to the school Wi-Fi, so I need to use a portable pocket Wi-Fi device at that school. The numbers are not accurate because I'm really going off the top of my head, but I feel like I'm pretty sure I did like 128 gigs or megabytes or something. I don't remember. I'm not good with technology for phone data, and then I have this Wi-Fi router too. So I think for combined, I think it's like 7,000 yen a month. I don't recall. The numbers may be either much higher or much lower than they actually are in real life. I just can't recall.
Okay. Okay, so that's you get a whole extra router. It's about $30 more. So there's an
pretty much.
option. Okay.
Mhm.
Elizabeth, I know you have to live off your Wi-Fi, right? Off your phone, right? And I can't. And she's gone. Are
Oh,
you kidding me? Are you fucking? Oh my
it was
god!
fine for all of it up until right there, and then bam.
Disappeared. Uh, I've stayed at Elizabeth's house. You guys will see in a little bit. I'm gonna put my travels and my girlfriend came out. We stayed at Elizabeth's for a bit. And I know she uses her phone for all of her internet. She doesn't have Wi-Fi in her actual house. Might be part of the problem by why she can't stay on this
yeah.
call right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another point of like that's another point to mention the newcomers, right? Like, the saying that every situation is different. Like, I didn't have to worry about Wi-Fi when I got here.
Yeah.
And at my home, I don't need to worry about Wi-Fi.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same. Like I was really lucky because I live in an apartment above this business, and the business owns the apartment. So they literally have like a router in the business that they let me use for my Wi-Fi.
Oh wow, that's
So I got free Wi-Fi with my apartment.
Same thing here, like my apartment and well, this apartment complex, like this building here, we all have free Wi-Fi from day one. And there's a router in my apartment. So my Wi-Fi is my Wi-Fi.
okay. Big. Oh, look who it is. She's.
Speaking of Wi-Fi, right?
Because internet.
No, different room.
But it only cost me $29, 29,000 yen a month.
Wait.
So 2,900. Sorry,
29,
2,900.
that's 290.
2,900 yen a month.
Wait.
So I'm fine. I don't believe in Wi-Fi.
Wait. How many gigabytes on your phone? How many
Huh?
gigabytes on your phone?
Unlimited.
What? What do you
You
have?
got unlimited?
I have unlimited. Yeah, and
Mobile
actually,
actually says that too, actually.
I have
Like,
Rakuten, which I do not recommend. Actually, no, they did just increase their coverage from like 98.2% to like 99% of
Yeah.
Japan is covered.
Rakuten. I remember Rakuten was one of the ones I was looking at because it had that unlimited. But because of where I live,
Yeah.
the closest city to Naga, my understanding.
I did get rejected from them 3 times before I actually was able to get it.
How do you
So
get rejected by a phone company?
exactly, I don't know. In France, all I had to do was go to a vending machine and they spit out a SIM card for me. So that's what I was expecting Japan to be like, and it was the
oh,
hardest thing for me to do. It was easier to open a bank, easier to furnish an apartment, easier to I don't know.
No,
I will say, like, joining Rakuten was quite hard. Like, that's what we attempted to do.
Yeah, they just don't because their thing is they only speak Japanese. Their app is in Japanese. Their bills are in Japanese, or they
I
say
mean,
that. But then I went to the flagship store and they showed me a like a welcome to Rakuten video in English.
that sounds like big
So
city
they're just not willing
privileges.
to show you that unless you're like, no, I want this phone plan. They kept trying to send me to like Y Mobile. They're like, no, go to that one. That one speaks English. And I was like, no, I want unlimited. And then they were checking my passport to make sure I had a right to live here. They were just making every excuse to not give me the phone plan.
yeah.
They're like, oh, you're not going to live here long enough. We're not going to sign you on. I was like, that's not any reason. You can't turn me away for that.
My plan was all set up online, like it was an all online thing. So it took a while to get that set up, but then also it took a while to like get in, and it was all in Japanese, so it was
Yeah.
kind of a hassle.
There was
But
definitely some back and forth for Rakuten. Like, we went to Rakuten and they needed. Well, so when it came to actually signing on to Rakuten, one, they wanted me to download the app, and me having an American phone, it wasn't saying, "Oh, this app is not available in your country."
Right.
And
They
so,
tried to tell me it wasn't working on my phone.
yeah, and I couldn't download the app. And then they're like, "Okay, now we need your credit card, so we can put it on file." And so I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I give them my my Bank of America card, and for some reason, system is not taking it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, that was like the biggest thing. You couldn't use an American card.
Yeah, and so like, oh, maybe you need a bank account in Japan. I was like, okay. So we left. We went all the way to the bank, and then I sat there for another hour talking it out with the bank person, with my supervisor. And then eventually we establish a bank account, and then we go back. And then, okay, so we got a bank account. And and then it came down to, okay, now we just got to put the name on the bank account into Rakuten, and then we'll be set. But the system doesn't take English letters, and the
It
bank
doesn't, and then you need
insisted.
like a four-digit code from
Yeah,
the bank, but the
the
bank
bank
can't give that to you for
insisted.
like 2 weeks.
The bank insisted you need to write your name exactly as it appears in your passport, which means English letters. So when I went to Rakuten, so this is what the bank told me to write it in. Oh, but we can't take that.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing with
Look,
a lot of
No,
things in Japan is just the
bad
bureaucracy
decision.
and like
No.
the amount of weird red tape they have.